Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And our show today, Rutherford Issues, is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Sharing Change is what MTE members are doing to make a difference, rounding up their monthly bills. And it supports local nonprofits. You can see how it works at sharingchange.org. That's sharingchange.org. Well, we're going to talk about the Center for the Arts today. Carrie Bowe joins us, Business Operations Director.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I was looking at that and I was thinking, so that means just about anything.
Yes. Yep, pretty much. Anything that's the building or finance or basically not the people.
Yeah.
Anything not program related. Yeah.
So, if we need paper towels in the bathroom, we know where to get that done.
Correct.
Yeah, I understand. That's one of those catch-all titles.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So what's going on at the center? You've been pretty busy. February is March is a little different. This transition time, I guess.
Exactly. February was actually pretty busy for us. We're actually kind of getting into high gear with classes are back in session, and we've got shows and auditions and just getting back into the flow for 2026.
Yeah.
So we're planning well far in advance this year. Our CSA summer camp schedule is out.
Already?
So yes, we've already got 30 people registered, and
That's
it went
crazy.
out. It went live on Friday. So, but there's kindergarten through 12th grade, so there's a camp for everybody. We've got level up camps as well, which is kind of for those that want to focus a little bit more on one particular thing. But registration's open on at our website, not our box office, at boroarts.org. And then we actually have a new thing this year as well. We've got a spring break camp. So that's from March 30th to April 3rd. And it runs from 9 to 3. And it's for, the parents that still have to work during spring break and looking for, an activity for their kids. So that is also on our website.
So the spring break, when did that camp actually go up?
Last week as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So both of those are live now.
Well, that's, just in a few weeks. So
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And it, I wish that I had something like that when my kids were younger, so I didn't have to take a week off of work. But it's 9 to 3. And it functions just like our summer camps. So
now, do we find that on under the education tab?
It is under the education tab.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just scrolling down to see if I could rustle it up here, but anyway, that's definitely where you can find it.
Yes.
I just saw this at the bottom of the page, and it made me think about the newsletter. Is that a good place to get information like this?
Absolutely. If you sign up for the newsletter, it goes out once every 2 weeks, I believe. And that's got all of our upcoming events and everything. That it'll have links directly to the sign-ups, to purchase tickets. Anything that we've got actively going on will go out in that newsletter.
Okay. Well, that is an important link. And if you've got kiddos that are interested in the camps and all, because they do fill up pretty quick.
They fill up very quickly, and space is limited in all of them.
Yeah.
Just because we do have space limitations in the building and, teacher limitations and whatnot. So, but they do fill up very quick. Like I said, our summer camp registration went live on Friday. We've already got 30 people signed up. So
that's wild. I was just looking at that, the summer camp sign up that's there. So it looks like a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun for the kids. It's, they're full days with them. And in the course of a week, they start on Monday, and by Friday afternoon, they're putting on a full show. So,
I wonder if a lot of folks or people who will come to shows, if they don't have children, maybe they don't know, or maybe even if they do have children, they may not know that you have. I mean, that makes up a lot of what you do, maybe even more so than putting on shows.
It does. It does. We've definitely become more kind of education focused and more community focused. And that's not to say that, our main stage productions aren't as important, because
Sure.
they are. They're just
Yeah.
important in a different way. But we have increased our class offerings for students, in addition to the types of classes that we have. We used to just have our production classes, and now we've got visual arts and we've got photography, and there's tech focused classes for students who don't necessarily want to be on stage. They want to learn how to do stuff backstage. We've got dance classes now, and so in tandem with our Voice Academy, our educational offerings have grown substantially over the last couple of years.
So if you go to boroarts.org and click on education, and if you hover over education or tap on it on your phone, you're going to see summer classes, adult classes, vocal academy, teen academy. And I'm sure that all of those are going to be very busy this summer too.
Very much so, very much so. And you mentioned adult classes. Those classes right now that are available for registration start in March. But we had adults all the time, like, you have classes for kids. What about us? Well, we have that now. We've got acting and musical theater, dance, and different opportunities for them, and they're leveled as well. So you can take a basic acting 1 adult class in the spring, and then basic acting 2 is offered in the fall. So we get we grow that a little bit as they go through the program.
Well, a lot to see. So boroarts.org, good place to also buy tickets, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So, but for the education part, and I think we hit it pretty frequently here on the show, but just make sure that folks out there know that this is a wonderful offering, a wonderful chance to really catch up with what's going on with the kiddos. That newsletter, go ahead and get that signed up for that. Carrie Bowe joining us, the Business Operations Director. And let's see, we've talked about the summer schedule being out. Did we hit all of the classes?
We did.
Okay.
We hit the class stuff, yes.
Well, let's talk about Tuck Everlasting.
Sure. So Tuck Everlasting opened last weekend. That is one of our teen company shows. It's also part of our community series. And what that means is it's not part of our 8-show main stage. We have a community series as well that it's different types of shows that we add bonus shows throughout the year that are just different offerings to the community. But what makes this one special is it's our teen company. There are 7 teen actors in the show, and they're partnered with adult mentors in that program. So as they're going through the rehearsal process, they're also going through a learning process. And the teen company is an auditioned. Once a year, they audition to join or get into our teen company. They do 2 performances, but we've got one more weekend of Tuck Everlasting, and tickets are on the website, boroarts.org. Go to main stage. Tickets will be there, also on the main homepage. But Heather Steele directed it, and she did a beautiful job with it. If you know the story, it's a condensed version, but it's so beautifully done, and just the growth that the kids that are in the program have made over the last couple weeks working with their adult mentors. And you can see them, even with the run of the show now, they're constantly talking to each other, and I did this, how can I do it better? And it's just preparing those kids for kind of the next stage. It's the middle ground between our center stage academy and our main stage, where they can, they're have outgrown CSA, but they're not quite ready for main stage. So it's a good learning process for them as well.
But yet they get that main stage experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It gets them acclimated to what an actual rehearsal schedule is like in a theater like ours.
And they're going to see that growth. This opportunity is going to help them to make the move to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And and it doesn't just help them with theater, obviously, that's what it is, but it helps them with things like public speaking or just being comfortable in front of a group. Learning that you've got a enunciate. Diction and projection and things like that are important. So,
Tuck Everlasting, kind of what is that? Give us an overview of what it's about.
Sure. So Winnie Foster is 11 years old. She lives with her grandmother, and one day decides that she's just going to go out and adventure through the woods, and she stumbles upon Jesse Tuck at a spring. And he tells her that can't drink from it, and it's a big, huge secret. And long story short, his family drank from it 80 plus years ago and have not aged a day since. And so it's the abbreviated version that we have kind of goes through a quick her integration into the family to begin with. Her and Jesse make this plan that when she turns 17, she's going to drink the water too, and they're going to go off and get married. Spoiler, that doesn't happen.
Some things don't work out that way, right?
Exactly. But it's the idea of like an eternal springtime.
Yeah. That's a cool cool offering for this time of the year and coming off Valentine's Day and stuff. So cool. So one more weekend of that, right?
One more weekend. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. We don't have a Saturday evening performance with this one.
Okay. And then we've got more coming up. And what's the next show?
So the next show,
I'm trying to find
there
it
might be there may be a bonus show in April. There may be an announcement coming soon.
Oh.
But the Legally Blonde is in May.
Legally
so
Blonde.
That opens in May, and they're well into rehearsals. And then actually March 19th and 20th, we have auditions for Hairspray. So the thing with that is, for those of you who audition all the time, please note this is a Thursday and Friday and not a Sunday, Monday audition.
Okay. A little different.
A little bit different. But the audition information is also on the website under the main stage auditions. But yeah, we're again ramping up into a busy summer. Another new thing that we started too is what is called a Page to Stage program. And it's basically one Saturday morning a month, we take a book for kids and we talk through that. And part of that for this month, with March being Dr. Seuss month, we do have a free public performance of Cat in the Hat on March 14th at 10 o'clock. It's only about 35 minutes long, but there's roughly 120 sound cues in it.
Oh, wow.
We just finished our field trips with that show, and it's so much fun. And if your kids know the book, we had 100 kindergartners talking along with it because it's just the book put to stage. So it's a good time. It's a nice new thing that we've got offered too.
Well, that's cool. So March 14th, that's coming up this weekend.
It is this weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Valerie Hamill is at the gallery, so just a few more weeks of that.
Yes. So she's an illustrator who does digital drawings, and a good portion of what we have in the gallery right now is... They can stay on the floor. It's fine. Okay. Is she has done drawings of buildings in the community. So there's one of Marina's. There's one of the center.
Oh, nice.
So, we kind of incorporated that into the concept of our town with our 30th season, and we wanted to kind of pay homage to where we're from and whatnot. So a good portion of that is Murfreesboro places. But things like pasta and sewing machines, and it's absolutely fantastic.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So stop in, I guess, any time for the next couple of weeks to see that?
So our gallery is open from 9:30 to 3:30, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, it's open all day long. Sundays we're closed, but Saturdays from 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then Friday evenings, it opens back up at 6 o'clock when we've got performances. So.
All right. Very good. And you can get season passes, all of that. Everything we've talked about, check borougharts.org on the website there. Carrie, thanks for coming in today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Gary Bowe with Center for the Arts here today on Rutherford Issues, and that's going to do it for our program. If you came in a little late, want to find out about summer camps or that spring break camp, We'll have the podcast up shortly at WGNSradio.com. Until next time, take care out there.